Leo, your stock portfolio right now is
It's weak.
it's like 50% Disney and 50% Tesla. How you feeling?
It's not good.
Can we pull up those stock graphs,
Why
Austin?
do you always do this to me? I don't want to see my net worth go down right now at the beginning of the podcast.
Well, we know it's $350,000.
Nope.
Because you
It's-
said it on the podcast.
No, I didn't say it on the podcast. That's not what I'm worth. and
Tesla's
nobody
gone
knows.
down by about Disney with a strong daily performance. Let's check out that Disney Max graph.
God, why did it spike? Max, see the Max graph, dude? Oh,
That's
guess what? It's coming back.
Bob
Okay,
Bob
let's check out
coming
this
Iger.
back.
5
It coming
years,
back.
though.
Whatever, but it's coming. See that little?
Go
it's
Max
coming
again.
back.
Go Max again.
Max is what I'm looking at.
Oh,
see
it's
that?
not coming out.
It's coming back.
Then the new Snow White's going to drop and it's going to go all the way back
I'm worried
down.
about the new Snow White. I'm worried about it because 7 of the 8 dwarves are not dwarves, and there's definitely, I think there's a trans regular sized dwarf, which
Wait,
makes 0 sense.
How are the dwarves not dwarves?
I don't know, Danny.
Can you pull it up, Austin? Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, just put new Disney dwarves.
Yeah, dude, it's kind of crazy.
It's fucked up, and the chick is hot, but she's the most woke bitch of all time.
They're probably not going to release that. They can't release
They're
that.
gonna. I know they're already gonna like. Look at that, dude. Look at these fuckers. Which one's the trans? I think the trans one's probably.
Oh my! We're looking at the dwarves right now. One looks like he's like a giant. He looks like he's contrary to being a dwarf. He looks like he's 7 feet tall.
Yeah, which one is that? Dopey? I doubt it.
That
Probably sleepy.
That might be touchy because he looks like a pedophile.
He definitely looks like a pedophile.
And then there's 2 of them are black, and then one of them is Puerto Rican or something. And then there's like a guy who looks like an Irishman,
Yeah.
and then there's one real dwarf.
Where's the Asian? You know, they always talk about stop Asian hate, but in Hollywood they get the most hate. No Asian is given many a role ever. They don't get any roles.
Asians?
Asians. Think about it.
They
What's
have
a lot?
their
What's a
own movies.
leading man that's Asian? Let's hear it. We got some leading man Latinos like
Jackie
George
Chan,
Lopez. Jackie Chan. You're going to go to Jackie Chan. That's the one guy that we have. Jet Li too. All right, let's name another guy, but that's about it.
I got really into blackjack when I was. You just interrupted me, Fez?
The
Fez.
guy-
Fez. Does he think it's okay to interrupt me?
Show him your cock, dude. Show it to him.
I'm going to show you this little fucking fleshy pee-pee. When I was about 21, I got really into 21. And I read the book Bringing Down the House about the MIT blackjack team. The MIT blackjack team was maybe 98% Asian. And then the movie came out, 21. Right away, they got to make the lead character white as shit.
Yep.
His girlfriend's white.
Mhm.
The anti-hero antagonist in their squad is white.
Mhm.
And then there's one Asian guy who's a kleptomaniac they leave in for comic relief.
Yep. You remember
He's like doing yellow face, basically.
That's
He's
how
like,
they
oh,
used
I
to-
must steer. I Asian. I smoke the cigarettes. I go buffet after I play the 21. Wiener, chicken dinner.
just like in the guy in Ocean's 11, for example, the Asian guy. How Asian was that character? He doesn't even speak English.
Yeah.
And he just gets in little crevices and stuff because he's like a gymnast. And,
Sure.
like, he doesn't speak the entire movie. That's such an Asian thing to do
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a movie. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't talk. It's
Yeah,
like-
yeah. And even if, I mean, their tongue is so foreign, nobody understands it. So why even bother opening your mouth?
Why bother? Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at the dwarves right now, and this just Elon tweeted it out a while ago. Disney's new policy when it comes to their characters and their storylines. There's a formula they have to apply, basically, that says that either 2/3 of the characters have to be diverse or the storylines have to be diverse. So if you want to tell the story of, say, Vikings 1,000 years ago, you're going to have to find a way to shoehorn black people into Greenland.
You gotta love it, dude. I actually.
How would a black guy get to Greenland?
Slave ship.
A slave ship in the year like 900?
They
I would-
have to just change the history. A little
Maybe
bit.
The
he
Vikings
was-
had slaves. That's what it is.
Maybe he was just kind of like a witty guy that was a good traveler, black guy. You know, he got up there and he wanted to see the sights.
You know, Leo, I don't want to invoke a powerful black stereotype right now, but how did the black guy get all the way from Africa through the Atlantic Ocean to Greenland?
With you know, he had a sharp tongue that he got a passage on a boat. You know what I mean?
Did you see what I was getting at, though? Like,
I get what you're saying. It's possible that he was chained up. Is that what you're saying?
no. I was saying they can't swim, but okay. they'll get on a
Oh,
boat.
of course.
Sure.
You know that is. I mean, look. I'm going to be honest. It was crazy when I used to swim competitively. It was ridiculous. You would see the most jacked black dude, and you knew he was going to be like last.
Mm.
It was hilarious.
That they'll probably figure it out though in a couple of years.
Like I've said
They
before,
figure
though,
like black guys figure every sport out.
they kind of already did because the fastest swimmer in the world, technically, the guy with the 50 free record time, is half black.
There you go.
So they already did figure it out.
They're halfway there.
They figured out hockey. They figured out swimming now.
Baseball, they're just Dominican, which they're just black guys from the Dominican, which is
They figured out being
Latino.
being dwarves. They look. I mean, just the facial expression of every single one of these dwarves, white and black, is just. They're all very stupid looking.
And you know who agreed
one's
with
a
this, which was really funny, because then the other dwarves were pissed at him, including Pancho. Pancho talked to me about this, but Peter Dinklage was like, yeah, you know, it's time. Like, they don't need to have, like, the Snow White doesn't have to have all dwarves playing dwarves, you know, and stuff like that. And everybody's like, wait a second, you're the one guy that books stuff as a dwarf, and you're kind of getting other, like, if there's a dwarf needed in a story, to hire a fucking dwarf.
Yeah.
Dude. They're underrepresented everywhere in society, Fez. You should have a dwarf friend, Fez. Why don't you have a dwarf friend?
Fez, we got Pancho.
Yeah, we have Pancho.
We got Wee Man on this podcast. What have you done for the dwarf community? What have you done for the black community?
Not much. I would love to. You know, I mean, they need the representation, obviously, in Hollywood. They're underpaid. for
Yeah,
their
I don't know about
talents.
underpaid. but-
It sounds good though. Just Fez, if you just keep spouting out social justice phooey, it sounds good.
I do.
He didn't really miss a beat there.
No, this is your new character. In fact, you should be the woke guy on this podcast.
Fez, the only thing I worry about though is if you like tripped around a dwarf,
Oh shit.
you know.
I mean, I don't want to say that like when you get a kitten, you know, they tell you like don't sleep in the bed with the kitten because you could roll over in the middle of the night and kill it. You wouldn't be able to take a nap with your dwarf. Let me tell you that much.
All right.
You couldn't.
I don't think.
I do have an idea, though, on the pod-
Saltine's hardly safe sleeping down there next to you. Saltine's he's got a frail body. What was
You
that,
and
Leo?
Saltine ever pass out on the same couch and like one of you kind of almost suffocated or no?
Sure, that happens.
Fine. Next week on the
Thank you.
pod, I would
Thank-
like
the,
you.
the fucking the most begrudging yes and
Sure.
ever. Sure, yes, I almost kill him. Continue. I'm sorry, Leo.
I was just going to say that I would like a dwarf sitting on kind of your belly on the podcast. I want on that green couch. I want a dwarf kind of just sitting there, you know, and like you give him the mic. It's almost like you're a ventriloquist. That's what I want next week.
I wanted. What if he just held a dwarf for so long that it just started growing into his body, and he became a Siamese twin with a. This is the most ridiculous fantasy. You've lost all your money in Tesla now too.
I lost a lot of it. I didn't lose it because it didn't sell, but everything is tanking. If you want to know what's going to tank, just let me know, and I'm going to be like, I feel like I want to buy this, and then you can just buy it and it'll tank. That's kind of how it works. I'm kind of like the new
Jim Cramer.
Yeah, I'm Kramer.
You're Jim Cramer.
I'm the Kramer of the freaking mid-city area here in Los Angeles.
You are Jim Cramer, who's a financial analyst who, whenever he says something is going to pump, people say that, oh, guaranteed it's going to eat shit now.
Yeah.
And it generally does. I own some Tesla too. Tesla, though, I'm very optimistic about it. People don't like Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the least CEO-y of all the CEOs, sort of the Donald Trump of the Fortune 500, if you will. And it makes people nervous. But we've been driving around in Kelvin, our cameraman's Tesla. He's been rocking the full self-driving. It is amazing, Fez. Robots are here. AI is here. You were in the car. You saw it.
You don't even have a license. Don't even say anything about cars.
He was there. He was in the back seat. See, this is great, though. It'll help somebody like Fez who can't get a license. Pretty soon, you won't need a license. Your Tesla FSD will drive you around. My parents are getting older. Pretty soon, they won't have to worry about cataracts and driving at night because Tesla FSD will drive them around.
The Model Y is extremely low priced right now, which is also really awesome. So I do think that just based on sales, like it'd be, as a salesman myself, it'd be so easy to sell Teslas right now. So I believe in it. Also, they're not even a car company. They ain't even a car company.